He. Oh god. Hold on, I'm setting things up. Ahaha. Okay. How do I? God, God. I forgot to copy the link. So now I can't put it everywhere. Okay. Ahaha, figured it out. I smart. Well, that's questionable. Alright. Let me see if it's actually capturing my art. Oh yeah. Uh, uh-huh. Trying to fix the seems the playback is very lagging. But you know what? That's fine. So is my brain at any given moment. Uh-huh. Okay. I have to email myself. My uh this is so last minute and my brain is like, "Hey, what if you just didn't get everything ready beforehand?" And you just said like, "Hey, let's go live," rather than thinking. Bing bong. Okay. I had previously already sketched out the commission traditionally because I am better with my structuring on paper for some reason. It's probably because as a child and growing up and learning art, I would always uh, draw on paper and didn't have access to digital art until I was older. And for some reason, my brain is like, "Oh, hey, you can't figure out proportions and stuff when you're drawing on digitally. It's only a rare occasion that I actually can." But we're fine with it. Paint tool sigh. Please. Please. Okay. I'm always worried that it is going to crash every 5 seconds, even though it rarely does, but those few occasions that it has have caused me grief. I don't like grief. Bong, bong, bong. Bing, bing. Alrighty. Alright. I always got that synth wave playing. It's always in my brain. Cause I don't know. Someone tweeted me. Forgot to turn off my notifications on my iPad, so throughout my entire life, that's all I will hear is ping pong. And I am way too lazy to turn it off, so it'll stay there forever. Haha. No. Wait. I'm trying to post a link, but oh my god. I keep getting distracted. That's what happens when you're addicted to social media. Uh, Excuse me. I'll do art. Trust me. One day. There will be art. It's happening. I just have to notify everything that I'm live. TNG. Art. OC. Ahaha. Add post to story. Coolio, dogs. Coolio. 0 is lower than the recommended audio stream bitrate of 128 kilobytes per second. It doesn't sound promising. I don't know what those words mean. I've never claimed to be a technology man, and I don't want anyone else to ever claim that about me, ever. Bink! Okay. I think I'm ready to draw. I had to yell on all my social medias. Kind of sad that it won't show the because inside there's separate little windows for like my tools, my color wheel, blah blah blah, and it doesn't want to show it because it's technically a separate window, and OBS, I don't feel like fucking around with it and making it have all the separate windows, so it's not gonna show what type of brush I'm using, which is unfortunate, but that's how it be for a dumb bitch like me, you know? Alright, here we go. Contrary to popular belief, I actually don't have a brain. I never have. And I'm sick of people claiming that I do have a brain, because it's just simply not true. Ugh. I think my cat is outside of my door right now, and it's very scary. He's actually a big scary man. I love him, but he's almost the size of me. Which I mean should say something about the size of myself, that I'm almost the size of a cat, but you know, I'm not saying that I couldn't fight someone because of my size. I'm saying that regardless of size, I could fight and will win no matter the odds. Uh, so yeah. Oh, that looks worse. Why'd I do that? Oh my god. I actually don't know what a nose is. It's true. What is this thing I'm inking right now? A nose. Disgusting. Oh my god. Please. my client specifically requested giant ears for this elf, and I said, you know, that's my brand, giant elf ears. So, and then what? Now it's saying excellent condition. I don't know how streaming works. I've never claimed to know. Who is tweeting me? I can hear you. I won't forgive you. No, I don't like that. I also have no way to check if the audio is actually matching up here, if it's like incredibly lagged, so it's fine if it is, because like I said, nothing can ever stop me. I'm impossible to conceive and also perceive in any way. Uh, and don't you fucking forget it. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on YouTube.com. Most content creators I watch always say I can't swear, and they always bleep it out. And I'm like, but I'm an adult. I can watch. I can see the swearing, but I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked into it that much, and I don't really care as long as I don't get, blocked or destroyed. What if I got like super famous and I swore, and then someone's mom emailed me? It was like, Little Jimmy watches you draw live on YouTube.com, and I heard you say poop fart one day, and that was it for me, and he's never allowed to watch it again. I think that'd be fucked up. I think too, if I do this a lot, I think I want to make it like a congruent theme where I just say things that are so obviously false about me. And I'm like, yeah, my wife left me 30 years ago. I think that'd be pretty good. I am not a fan of these eyes right now. Well, hmm. You ever just have those days where you're like, I don't know how I feel about my art right now. Like most days I'm like, it's okay. Could be better, but it's okay. But like today I'm like, this is like shit fart, you know? But also not, cause like it's a commission. I gotta put my heart and soul into it. Heart of the cards. I will say, as someone who takes a lot of D&D character commissions, the fact that Hero Forge came out with the coloring shit, it has helped me so much in getting exactly what people want for their characters. So much better on my anxiety than me being like, is this what you wanted? Because like I'll know pretty much exactly what people want, and that makes me very happy. Because I don't know, I've gotten commissions where it's like I love it. I'm like, yes, absolutely. But I've gotten, like a small detail here and there where I'm like, well. I also don't say anything about it because I'm like, I love it regardless. But um, just that small detail, I'll be like, oh well, that wasn't right, but I ain't hecked about it. Hecked about it. Okay, Eris, you fucking fool. But I try to be open with communication about my commissions because I'd rather you like it hundo percento than Be like, oh well, there's this one thing wrong with it. Uh, God, it took me so long to ink that. It's like I'm cursed today. Cursed on this. Oh, I forgot it was Friday. I work 6 days a week now, so nothing makes sense anymore. Everything's smooshing together, and my little brain is like, hey, uh, you can't handle this, you know? I opened my YouTube app for a second to check something, and it recommended me Dot Dies Wacko Warner. That's so sad. I don't know what that means, but that's so sad. I've been watching a lot of Animaniac videos because I watched the reboot, and let me tell you, that shit fucking slapped. It was like, so good. Loved it. All right. The client really liked the sketch, and I also really liked the sketch. So I'm very excited about getting this one too. Because I love doing commissions. I love and hate it. It's so stressful because I'm like, oh god. And sometimes I'll like this is a bad habit of mine where I will put it off for a little bit more than necessary because I'm like, I don't want to screw this up. It's that anxiety of, oh my god, like, I don't want to, especially for the expensive ones, because I'm like, oh god, you're spending so much money and I'm scared that I'll mess it up. But they have the confidence in me to not mess it up. Hello, I love you. Ah, Sorry, I got really excited. I forgot what I was even saying. Something about commissions and the confidence stuff. But no, yeah, when they purchase commission, oh, that looks a little, maybe not. My eyes are like playing tricks on me today. Um, but when people do order commissions from me, I have to remember that they have the confidence in me by looking at my art. They believe I can make their character or whatever they want come out and be like, bam, here I am, bitch. There's like a dot right there. Looks like her nipple. Oh no, I'm gonna erase that, it's bothering me. Not even the right layer. I have been. I'm alive and surviving. I don't do anything really because of the state of it all, and I go to work and, vibe. I hope you are also well, and I miss you, and I love you, and I stand. And also, I see your art all the time, and it's very inspiring, and ah, chef's kiss. I have one skill, and it is elf ears, nothing else. If it ain't got an elf ear, I don't want to draw it. That is a lie. That is it's a big one. I ate some rice, and for some reason, it said, "Hey, I'm gonna hurt your tummy." So now my tummy hurts, and that's okay that it can do that to me, but I would wish it wouldn't. I got sensitive. Like this year alone, I went from like being able to eat whatever I want to, oh, I'm allergic to eggs. Oh, now I'm allergic to, or not allergic, but like this hurts my stomach sometimes, and if I have too much of this, it hurts, and it's bad stomach luck this year because I think I got allergic to eggs, and then some weird thing with my pancreas got infected. They don't really know. But I had to go to the ER and stuff, and that was so dumb because I didn't really need to, but I was in so much pain that I was like, okay, maybe I'm in some sort of trouble, but Stinky fiance is waiting on his results for COVID, and Alaska is starting to fall the negatives. Well, hopefully he doesn't have any symptoms or COVID, obviously. I hope he's well too. You're both wonderful people, and I love both of you. And I'm gonna say maybe you shouldn't go out in shorts and the negatives, but also if you fucking vibe with that, absolutely. I honestly I would also go out in shorts and the negatives, but I'm also a person who likes cold more than heat. So, what if she was bald? I think that'd be pretty neat. I think my playlist ended. Oh, no it didn't. I'm a fucking liar. I'm so sorry. YouTuber Icicus exposed for liar. One day Icicus was streaming art and he said, my playlist ended, but it did not. And that was that. Right. Let's see. Oh, that looks so wonky. Oh man. Okay, now I see it from that way too. So I always flip your canvas, kids. Who is tweeting? I'm so sorry I say that. I always say that time. I totally understand overheating and stuff. It's not fun, and the summertime is hell. And draw the Dolorosa. I actually started doing that redraw that I talked about with that old art that you own. So I'll have to like pop that on the screen at some point. It's on my iPad, so I can't pop it up here. But here, I'll do a speed run just for you. All right. Speed run drawing the Dolorosa. Shit. What does she look like? I drew her earlier, so I should remember. Draw the blue eyes white dragon. Hey, you know my PayPal information, sir. Acting like they don't know me. My commissions are open. I actually don't know if I could draw the blue eyes white dragon. Uh, She's got some sort of shit going on. Well, I stan you, and I hope you have a wonderful night, friend. There she is, Dolorosa. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Let me pull up a picture. If my computer will work. Eyes White Dragon blue eyes. White. I use Venmo. Oh, well, you know where I live. Send me a package with money. Oh, why? I forgot that Yu-Gi-Oh art looks like this, where it's super complicated and ridiculous, but also lovely in every way. I want to try playing Yu-Gi-Oh again, because it was fun. I love you too, my son. My thun. My child. Anyways, there's just a blank canvas. Alright. I hate when I do. Oh, that's the thing I drew. Ahaha. I hate when I open Psy and it automatically opens a canvas for me, and then I open a new one anyway. Because I just am. Ooh. Okay, back to inking the commission. Hmm. This is gonna take a while just to ink it. Inking is always the most complicated thing for me. It's never or not complicated, most time consuming. It's never just a streamlined process for me. I'm always like, nope, that's not good enough. That's not good enough, and I redo it, but that's okay. I feel like that's a lot of people's experience, at least from my knowledge. Knowledge. Lamborghini. Meow. Meow. Oh, no. My hand got sloppy there. I think I should start rumors about myself that that are just buck wild. Like, yeah, my wife left and other stuff. I can't think of other ones. That's my like go-to phrase right now is my wife left me, and then like I'll go up and I'll be like, actually, my wife is back. Happy days. And as a gay man, it's the funniest shit to me because I'm gay. But in case anyone didn't know, I am unfortunately attracted to men, and it's quite hindering on my health for the sheer fact that. I love you. Hello. You are here. I think in the sketch I made the teeth a little too big for my liking. I know all these people here. Oh my gosh, I love all of you so much. I'm using baby talk because I'm baby. How's life? I stand. Neck was inked. Wow. I think I made the mouth too big. I gotta get out of this baby talk. It'll never leave. I already have speech impediment as is. Ugh, it looks so wonky. I gotta fix that. Amy, I'll die for you. This is a fact. Serena, I will also die for you. It is also a fact. Could you imagine if I just did that? But I was like serious about it. I was just like, you know what? She needs a C. Perfectionist mode has to. Oh, it still looks so wonky. Eating a salad and watching a lad. That it can't get any better than that, you know. See, it looks okay this way, but then you. Oh! I think it's this ear. Maybe it's the ear. Usually I get it in like one shot and I flip it and I'm like, all right, it looks okay. It looks good. But today has just been like, hey, what if wonky? Hello! Welcome to Stream Hell. Yeah. I have work tomorrow, and you know what I don't want? Work tomorrow. Gross. Grossy. Okay. I know I'm gonna come back to the face, but you know. My tummy just yelled at me. Said, why'd you eat that rice, you fucking idiot? I will tell you, commissions are they're a lot on the brain. Very stress inducing. But you kinda get used to it. And I was saying earlier that like I have a little bit of a bad habit with it where I wait until I'm like, okay, I'm sure I can't fuck this up now when doing it. So like my turnaround time isn't always like super the same. half or full day. I think it's a half day. Um, but still having to get up at the crack of dawn when it's not really necessary is stupid. But you know, I do like that cash flow. So, um, but yeah, what I was saying with commissions, it's like I don't know, I don't know, something about people having the confidence in me to pay me to draw the thingy that they want. You know, I mean, most of the time it is my friends too, but still, like, it's nice and it's a good feeling. It is a lot anxiety inducing because the pressure of like, oh God, I hope they like it. But you know, being open for communication and stuff always helps. So, still yuck. Yes, absolutely. Working 50 hours a week is a lot, along with having to take care of my house and my dog, and by dog I mean cat. Yeah, turnaround can be that. I think that's my like worst negative thing with mine is either I take really long or I feel like I do it too fast, and then I'll look back on it and be like, wow, I felt like I could have done so much better when like even at the time it was just a matter of I hadn't learned a certain way to do something or whatever. Or there have been times where I've rushed just cuz I'm like, "Oh god, I took so long to do this because I was worried about messing it up that, you know. That's why I kind of like I try to give warning. I'll be like, "Oh, hey, my turnaround is usually about I say a month to give myself the time, even though it never has been a month unless it's like a special case of like they were super far in the queue or uh it was just a big enough piece that it was a month. But usually it's not because it's like a halfway of anxiety of oh god I need to do this or so I do it right away, or it's the anxiety of I don't want to fuck this up, so I take a while, and then I draw like my OC's making out, and then I'm like, okay, if I can draw this, I can definitely do that. And because like the one I'm working on now, when did they commission me? It was a couple weeks ago. Maybe not like three, maybe like 2.5 at most. They at least reached out to me. They couldn't pay me yet, which absolutely is fine. I let people what's the word? Preserve like a slot even if they can't pay like right that moment because I understand, you want to wait for a paycheck or stability, which oh my god, please I feel like I don't have to explain this, especially to like four people and two of them who I know. um don't get a commission if you don't have the money to pay for your own shit or your important stuff. Like I see it so often where it hasn't happened to me, thank God, because I don't have the brain capacity for uh immaturity like that, but don't pay for art, which is a luxury, especially if it's like an anime character or a D&D character, something personal. If you're not paying like your bills or paying to pay for your cat or like pay for your cat's food, because I've met people who they'll buy like super expensive collectible items before they like pay for their cat's medical needs or their own bills, and I'm like, why? That doesn't. Ah, two different Secret Santa art trades. Ugh, you are so brave. Cause I personally, I have never done a Secret Santa like art thing because I don't know, for some reason it's like the idea of that, it's like, I'm so scared to like not make something that someone would want. Um, but you're very brave, and I know you can do it, and you've still got a while too, I'm guessing, so you could definitely do it, and I cherish you, and sounds like a certain Insta cosplayer I know of. Yeah, it's kind of common within the cosplay community, and I have met a few people personally, and I am amazed. I'm like, you, especially when it comes to pets, it aggravates me to no end. It's like, don't take this creature in, don't take this creature in and make it your responsibility. It can't take care of itself and be like, well, I need this Japanese version collectible of this game that came out like 20 years ago. I need this, which it's like $300 rather than my cat needs to be fixed or my cat needs something or my dog needs some. It's so incredibly frustrating because no, you don't need that expensive game collectible or that cosplay or that art. You can wait. It's okay. Your cat, however, will need that care or that or the dog will need, you know, food. Whatever dogs need. It's been a year since I've had a dog, so I don't remember what dogs need. Both art trades are with. Okay. Yeah, see, I'd feel a lot better about that. But in some Discord servers, they'll post every year about I just got a text message. Opinions. Blah 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 blah. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm in Discord servers and they have Secret Santas, and I'm always like, I cannot join that because someone will be like, I want this, and either I'll be like, that is not within my forte of drawing, or I'll be like, oh god, I'm scared to draw this. It could even just be like, here's a reference in my OC, draw them doing whatever, and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna mess this up. But like, if a stranger commissions me, I'm like, oh, this is fine. They wanted this. They're paying for it, so obviously it's fine. It's the complexities of the human brain amaze me, or elfin brain, ahaha, because my Sona is an elf, ahaha. And then what? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure if I like this inking. Let's see. I think I will fix that, but that is okay. I was like, should I stream? I don't think I'd have anything to talk about, but I realized that I just talk. I just, normally, I just say stuff right off the cuff, so it's all good. I'm thinking about Hades. I'm always thinking about Hades. Yes, I'm glad that you're pushing through if it is being an issue for you. I'm hoping the soothing sound of my nervous voice is helping. Binf? Bing Bing. I love that. Binf. Bing Bing, said Amy. I love to hear it. What is happening in this drawing? I hate when at the time when I sketch it on the paper, I'm like, yes, I know what this is. But then when I come back, I'm like, what the fuck is that supposed to be? This right here, it's supposed to be a drinking horn, but in a second ago I was like, is that a dagger? Because it doesn't look like a dagger to me. It looks like a worm. It's definitely what worms look like. Worm. I'm very skilled. Thank you for. Bing bing. Pong. I don't know if the audio is just so lagged that you were waiting for me to say that, or you just waited that long to say it, but I enjoyed that thoroughly. Thank you. Oh, I got a burp. Ah, God, I'm so sorry. Uh, as a man, that's what I do. I really like synthwave music. Probably too much. The other day, this is a fun story. I think I posted on Twitter about it, but that's okay. The other day I was listening to a live stream while at work, and when I'm at work, I don't really like super pay attention to what I'm listening to. If it is a live stream, I think I was just trying to support the the YouTuber, and he was going through fan art, and I didn't realize at the time, and I heard him say Ikakis, and I was like, uh, why he say my name? I didn't do that, Ted. And then I looked, and he was just looking through fan art and saw some of mine, and I was like, oh, okay, I forgot I did that. It was just funny that it took me off guard. I was like, what did I do? Oh, God. What if it's just not playing the music and I'm just singing along to it, and then it's not playing it, so it's embarrassing. I've never done anything to embarrass myself ever. I'm not able to be embarrassed. The older I get, the more true that statement stands. Um, but sometimes it's still, I'll do something and I'm like, oh my God, why did I do that? You little fool. But that's pretty much a universal experience, so I don't hold stuff like that. And I am playing music. You probably. I don't know if it's too quiet to be picked up. Maybe I could pump it up a little bit. Goodbye, Amy. I love you. Have fun at work. Don't die. Let's see our slow but happening progress. All right. I also forgot to tell my roommates that I was gonna live stream, so I don't know if they're just gonna pop in here. If they do, that's fine. It'll just be funny because like I'm live streaming. They're like, what? You didn't tell me. And then I'll be like, I sorry. And they'll be like, that's okay. Belt. I made the best purchase of my life earlier this week or last weekend, I believe. I got my baby boy a cat tree, and he is all over that, and I'm very happy because he deserves it. Because he is the goodest boy. Hello? Thought I heard a knock. I got very scared. I know earlier I said that I'm. Your boy doesn't. He doesn't like his cat tree? That's so rude. I think that was the thing I was really worried about, that I would spend, not like a ton of money, but a good amount, and he wouldn't like it, but he's on and off of it. He still likes to, cuddle from time to time, which I was worried he wasn't gonna do that anymore, but he still does, because he's a little ham that thrives off of love, so. Alright, I think I fixed the music issue. Maybe. I don't have it playing very loud in my headphones because I'm sensitive right now for some reason, but I think I figured out how to just turn it up in the screen recording program. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, not to be dramatic, but I would die for Freddy. If he ever needed it. Every time I see a picture of him, I love his color and like his pattern so much. He's a very pretty cat. And we love to see it. I think after this commission, I'm definitely gonna look up some techniques for uh inking fur because I don't necessarily hate this thing I've got going on, but I feel like it could be a little better, I guess. Which is weird because I like a lot of my D&D characters implement fur into their outfits and gear and stuff. So it's like I obviously draw it a lot, but it feels like I don't know, it feels weird. Maybe it's cuz I was using my iPad for a little bit there, so everything feels weird. I go back and forth with what medium I like to use a lot. Uh Cuz I'll be like iPad, yes. And then iPad, no. And I'll be like paint tool, PC, yes. And they'll be like, no. Or I'll be like traditional, sketching, nothing else, yes. Watercolor, blah. I miss my Posca phase. I couldn't be stopped in that phase. Speaking of Poscas, the sketchbook I'm using right now is the one all the way from back in March when we were at Wacon Serena, and I every time I flip through it, I'll pass the one that like when we switched sketchbooks, and I'll see the one you colored, and I'm like, "Ah, I miss her." Feeling real poggers tonight, you know? There was a while where every time I played D&D, one of my friends would have he every time something like not like super big would happen, but like if someone would roll to hit an enemy and get like a like hit the enemy, he'd go he'd play the audio of poggers, and if they missed he'd be like not poggers, and it I don't know why, but it slapped me in the ass every time, like mentally. Poggers. Wacon was this year. It was. That is crazy to me because I feel like I've aged like 30, and nope, hasn't even been a full year. That's ugh. This year has been foul and long, and I'm tired. But I'm being cautiously optimistic that things are hopefully gonna turn around at least a little bit, at least in America right now, because of things. Maybe not, you know, super quickly or always in the right direction, but at least not in the orange direction, if you catch my fucking drift. Not to get political, but you know. Uh-huh. Butter dog. Dog with the butter on its head. I'm actually going to look up what that looks like because I don't want to guess. Ahaha. Look at me using references and shit. I'm a grown man. Barely. Oh my god. What was I gonna look up? Drinking horn. What's it called? Oh god. Uh, thing on the side of the belt. My brain said, forget every fantasy term you know. Oh my god. It's not hilt. That's for a sword. I don't know. See if it comes up. Carved Norse, Grimfrost, engraved silver, Celtic, Greek, ceramic, beer. Nope. Hades. Drinking corn Hades? Okay, now I'm falling down a rabbit hole. uh, with leather. It's made of leather. Let's type in leather holder. That's not the word I want, but holster. I'm so smart. I figured it out. The word is holster for the thing on the side of the belt. Look at me go. I'm winning tonight. Oh, I'm gonna use this one as a reference. Copy image. Edit. Paste. What if I just did that? Just put it there. I think that'd be great. I don't think they'd notice. Using references isn't cheating, but I'm pretty sure just putting the reference image on top of your piece and calling it done, that would be cheating, I think. Maybe. I don't know the rules. You think I know shit about art? I know a little bit, but nothing else. Anytime I would go to the Renaissance Fair, I'd always want a drinking horn, but I don't really drink. So I'm like, can I just have some water in this? Do you think they'd let me? Maybe. I feel kind of like I feel sad that I don't like drinking because I feel like photo bashing. I mean, yeah, my skills are photo bashing. I don't actually draw. Um, but yeah, I feel bad that I don't like drinking because like I don't know. I'd like to let loose and not be so anxious for 5 minutes in my life, but drinking makes me more anxious. So I I'll have like a sip or two of wine or mead or something. Found out I really like mead, but only a couple sippies, or I'm like, uh oh, I got anxiety. Speaking of referencing, I definitely agree it should happen, especially during like a commission. But there was one time I got a commission that I gave them a reference of like my own art because it was my character, and when I received said commission, I was thoroughly disappointed because it's straight up like they didn't even do it like in their style. They like just redrew the reference I sent them, like my art, and like didn't really like do anything different. And I mean, to be fair, I was vague about what I wanted. Um, but like I don't know. And I could totally see like if it was like, oh, like you used a reference, so it's obviously gonna look a little similar, but like it straight up was like the same exact fucking thing I sent them basically, and I was like, oh, that was a lot of money. They also like changed the size of what I wanted because I couldn't afford like a huge piece at the time, and they just were like they put it like a couple price steps up, and I still paid for it because I have anxiety, but I don't have the taste buds for liking alcohol, and they do mixed drinks to cover the. Yes. Um, I also my anxiety medication. I think it's you can't take it with it, but I still have that anxiety of maybe I should not drink at all. But um, and funnily enough, I am the exact opposite of you. I don't like mixed drinks. I only like it if it is that foul, nasty, straight up like wine or mead or ale, and I like cider a lot. Um, but there's only a couple brands I like, and they're exclusively in Canada. So I I had to wait for my Canada friends to bring me some, but right now can't happen because of Spiky Round Sick Boy. So in this case, is why we use references because I would have just copied over my initial sketch and it would have looked a little funky. Oh, that looks so much better. Look at that. It's crazy to me to like sometimes when I look at my art, I'll be like, wow, I can like draw sometimes. Um, I think hard cider is also my favorite uh alcoholic beverage in general. I just don't have it often, which is weird because I just haven't found a brand that I like that is available to me, at least right now. So I usually just have wine or what I usually just go off of whatever everyone else is having because I don't usually buy it myself. I'll just be like, oh, can I, have some of that wine or blah blah blah. But and I'll usually only have like a glass, and then I'll be like, okay. I found out vodka gives me a very strong headache, so that is unfortunate. Turn it down. I think the main reason I'm upset is because I'd always see the super drunk people at anime conventions, and I'd be like, I want to be like that, and I probably never will be. But I'm almost okay with it at this point because I I try to be as responsible as I can in general, especially at anime conventions, because it's not like a what's the word? Consistently dangerous place. They're fairly, okay. You just don't be try not to take steps that would endanger yourself. Obviously, I'm glad we're in agreement about vodka. It is it's just nasty, and I did shots of it, and I got a really bad headache, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. And two, three times I've ever gotten drunk in my life has been Saturday. Yeah. See, I want to do that. Yeah. I always see the people like walking around drunk with their friends, and I'm like, I want to do that one time, but I haven't even like drank while in my room yet. Uh, but most of the time I don't really. I love the people I room with. Usually, I just don't really hang out with them during the con. So when they're drinking, I'm usually out, and then I come back, and everyone's like, "All right, sleep time." So we don't usually drink together and all that. But it's funny because usually when I go to cons, I never hang out with the people I actually room with. It's really weird. And it's not like it's just these people. It just like every time I room with someone, I don't really hang out with them at the con. Um but if I don't room with them a different con, then I will be hanging out with them. It's very strange the things that I notice about my weird habits are like weird things that happen. It's only 9 p.m. I thought it was like 10. My brain is in the mode of like you have work tomorrow, so you're always tired, always. And it's like, everything is tired. What time was it? Okay, so maybe the not hanging out with people you room with is maybe it's a universal thing. I'm not really sure. All the cons I would go to, I wouldn't room with at least until I was 18. I think it was after I was an adult because my mom would stop having an issue with it, which I guess she was fair in her anxiety of it because she didn't know necessarily the people I would room with. But I've only had one bad case of someone. No, okay, I forgot about something else, but maybe two bad cases of people I roomed with, but one was way more worse than the other, at least in my brain. One was just someone who was just an asshole to me and tried invalidating my what is it called? My romantic orientation and my sexual orientation, and it was really fucking weird. And they asked everyone their zodiac signs, and like that's cool if you do, but like they were serious when they were like, "Oh, you're a Pisces. We're not gonna get along." And it was like, "Well, you're right. Uh, you're you're definitely right." But the other case was it's not shareable on YouTube. I'll say that. God, could you imagine being one of those people that like is so like I don't want to say invested in zodiac signs because like I could totally get that. Like you have this interest in this thing that's pretty neat. You know, it's interesting. I myself don't really maybe not believe, but I don't take it seriously because it's just not. I can't see myself basing someone's entire personality, or at least a majority of it, on that and judging them. But like people who like literally are like, oh well, you're you're this, you were born this day, and I just met you. Well, we're not gonna get along, and they mean it, and it's like, whoa. I feel like you told me, but my brain is at a complete loss right now. Huh. My brain literally just shut off. It was like, hey, you can't. I also feel like most people don't, at least, like, most people who are invested in that, they don't, take it to that extreme of, like, I don't like you based on solely this. I just met you, and yeah. I've met, like, two people like that, and the one that I was talking about earlier, like, that being my first interaction should have been an inclination of the type of uh, yes, exactly, Sydney. That's like I feel like that is so incredibly like valid and what it should be used for is like, okay, this is, but yeah, people use it to be an asshole, are stinky, don't like them. 0 out of 10. If someone says that to you, you need to just be like, okay, well, I politely decline this offer for any type of friendship with you. Sorry. I wish I would have done that because it got so much worse. And I let it happen. We're not gonna get into it. I got some boots to draw. Totally off topic. But I ordered some stickers last week because there was a Black Friday sale for my manufacturer. And I'm very excited because they're very cute and I want them to come in. Put them up. I think one of my favorite parts of drawing is boots. I don't I don't know why. Something about boots where I'm just like, yeah, I want to draw that. So I do. I I have literally most of my stock from Wacom still that I'm like, oh god, I just don't want to look at it anymore because it's like kind of old art at least to me. So I'm like, ugh, I don't even want to like sell it. So I'm like, and then literally every con that I had planned to at least, try to apply for the artist alley. All got shut down, obviously. So I'm like, okay, now I really don't want to sell this. So I'm hoping that I'll just have a discount bin, I guess. I don't know, cause I feel bad like if I'm not pleased with this art, why should I make someone pay full price? But also I do want to make a profit because I did put my time and effort into it. So I don't know. I still have your your Boffy and Egg Boy stickers and I love them. And Charles also has his on his laptop, and every time I see it, like there it is. Uh, oh, carbonated water. Shit slaps. I'll say it. I think my thing stopped. Again. Yep, it did. I really like synthwave, but my heart likes dark techno more. Wow! Welcome to the stream of hell. That's what we're gonna call it. Cause I am a little hell baby. It's true. I also legally cannot say hello like normally. I have to say hamwo or hello or everything is wrong. Oh no. I don't like how that turned out. Ouch. My ear really said, hey, what if I heard it? And I really said, please, please God. Oh no! That's awful. I say hello to my mom a lot. She'll say it back. But I feel like if I were in your situation where I said it to my stepdad, he would just look at me with complete and utter just why are you here? Who put you here? Why are you doing this? Which is funny because I feel like my little brother, he would be like hello all the time because he's a little furry. I'm also a little furry. I don't know why. Ah, Mom, I gotta fucking go. You said hello. That is dangerous. I remember one time I was God, I don't remember how long ago this was, but I was over her house and I think her neighbor came over to say hi and I said hello and she said hello in mom voice. And I looked at her and I was like, you say it to other people too? And she's like, yeah, I thought it was neat. And I'm like, oh no. What have I done to you? I'm so sorry. And every time she answers the phone, it's hello. Furry mom, though? Absolutely. I actually want a fursuit, and I've wanted one for a while. I just don't have a fursona, and I don't want to just like make one without actual like inspiration and be like, okay, I just spent a bunch of money on a fursuit, and I don't even actually care that much about this character, so I'll have to figure out a way to wait for the inspiration to hit. I'm also like not I can draw animals, but it has to be heavily referenced at least, and I really like cartoony furries a lot more than like the super realistic ones. The super realistic ones are cool as hell, but I definitely have a preference for the cartoony ones. You know, I'll give myself credit. I got a lot further in this inking than I thought I would. A golden tiger? That actually sounds lit as hell. A skunk? That is also cute as hell. It's really funny that you say skunk because I've recently been obsessed with that. I don't know if anyone knows it. But that Mike and Melissa college animation short. Where the guy in this, I believe it was animation history class, had to do. I forgot what they're called, but like the a short original animation, and he did one where it was his self-insert falling in love, I think, with an imaginary skunk Sonic girl, and it had a masturbation scene in it, and it's quite wild, and it's it's an interesting look if you're ever interested in stuff like that, where it's a little bit like, oh, you you did make that. I don't like using the word cringe as much, but it would be along those lines that people would use for that. But I've been hyper not hyper fixating, but fixating on it. I've been like, huh, I want to learn everything about this thing. I hate when I don't sketch out things all the way in the initial sketch. If you are actually interested, just type Mike and Melissa in the YouTube bar. It's still up. He has not posted anything else. He just kind of disappeared, and it's really disappointing because it's from like 2012 or something. Oh no, wrong layer. Ah! Another fun fact about me. I really like drawing hands. I'm not super great with it, but for some reason I don't dread when I get to that part of the art piece. You're senior in college anyway. Yeah. She's got she's got some big honk honkaroos too. I don't know, stuff like that really interests me. Like people who just so unapologetically are like, "Yep, I'm going to make this thing and I'm going to post it." And I'm like, "Yes. Honestly, yes. Yes. I'm glad I'm not alone in the hand loving." I feel like it's a major thing in the artist community to be like, "I fucking hate hands," which honestly, understandable. It can be very frustrating. But I don't meet a lot of people who actually like it. See, I don't like how that is though. It's very hit or miss for me. Sometimes I'm like, this is it. I I draw hand. I am God. Sometimes I'm like, that looks like an elephant. Feet? You don't like drawing feet. I actually like drawing feet. That is, I hate. Okay, I hate feet. Like the idea of feet gross me out for some reason. Like there's this weird thing about them that I'm like, I don't like feet in real life. But drawing feet, I'm like, all right, I like the shape when I'm drawing it. It's so weird. Um, that well, I really like drawing shoes, but naked feet are naked. I guess that would be the term is naked. Hands were something I took the time to figure out. I I think I kind of have the same situation where I uh I drew a lot of hands uh and yeah, I have issues with eyes and stuff and thank you. Uh Full body is also like would take me so much time to do, especially when I'm like I'm not going to use a reference. Okay, toes are a really hard part. I mean more like the general just shape of feet for some reason. I don't. There's been a couple of times where I've been okay with toes. I wonder if I can find an example. Oh, don't crash on me. Okay. Speaking of that, I should probably save. What should I save it? We will do. I forgot the character's name. It's Kira. Kira, whip, whip, whip. Run me like a race horse. All right. I'm sorry about that. I think once I'm done with the inking, I'll probably avoid coloring tonight just because I don't want to overdo it. So I'll probably do some like look at old art and maybe redraw it because I've been wanting to do that. Because I find that if I do that every once in a while, I feel so much better about my art in general. Because I'm like, okay, I am actually improving. I'm not being as stagnant as I think I am. That, and I want to look at old cringy art and be like, oh my gosh, why did I draw that? Ah ha ha. Bow, 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 bow. Heck. Haha. It's been confirmed that I'm getting Starbucks as a treat tomorrow. Very exciting. Love to see it. We're doing straw with new style, bro. Textures. I I have also done. I've realized that too. Trying different uh rendering and coloring techniques has also helped me because every time I'll see like some art on Twitter or wherever, if I really like it, I'll save it to my phone and I'll be like, I wanna see if I can figure out how they did that, and I'll try to not recreate the piece, but like something of my own using that technique because I'm like, huh, being self-taught, I have to figure things out, you know? At least until January, because I'm going to school. Eee. Which I've waited so long to be able to do, so I'm very excited. I uh I really like my iPad for playing with brushes because you can on this art program too, but on Procreate you can really fuck around with those brushes and do crazy shit sometimes. Oops. Thank you. Soon I will be full of infinite knowledge from community college. It rhymed! Oh my god. I should be a poet. I don't like this techno mix here. It's good, but the talking is throwing me off. I don't even know if it can be heard. Whoa, computer, why are you yelling? Please, please don't crash. Ooh, this mix is called Umbra. I think I'm in. Thank you. pop this up. Pop out chat. I'm so smart. Now I can read it better because it's over here rather than all the way on the other side of my other monitor. I I also I'm so scared of Clip Studio. For some reason the interface of it, I don't not a super big fan of it. It's just like where everything is set up and how it is. I'm so used to Paint Tool Sai and stuff like that that it's a little too complex for me, but I'm sure if I actually tried I would figure it out, but I don't have the patience sometimes. Um I usually use Fire Alpaca when I do animations, at least the sketches and the frame, the key frames. I'll do in there, and then bring them over to Paint Tool side to finalize it. Which I've only done one or two like fully colored animations, just because I unfortunately working a full-time job and stuff, I don't have a ton of time to, you know, do stuff. And before I had to like use what little time I had to socialize because I'm a very extroverted person. But with COVID, I'm like, you know what? I'll use my free time to do this if I can. I like what I did on the sketch here in this spot because it's supposed to be moss, so I just scribbled. And you know, it works. It's just funny that I was like, okay, moss. I think one of my goals, if or when things are safe again, I definitely want to try going clubbing. I don't know why, but I feel like I would vibe to that. I'm not really a dancing boy, but my outfits could be fire. Oh, I'm glad I could help. I'm actually having fun just like shooting the shit on the internet, you know? Alright. A thing I've noticed with this client in particular, because they're a repeat client, they have a lot of characters with axes, and it makes me very happy because I love drawing axes. But to be fair, my favorite weapon to draw or illustrate is daggers, and yeah. But who doesn't love a good chunky axe? You know? feeling poggers. I couldn't have said that in a more gay way. Rogue. Rogue is my favorite class, and I will die on that hill. I love sneaking. It's just I'm like that's my one thing with D&D. I'm like really good at like thinking out the situation as far as ahead as I possibly can when there is a sneaking, and I always have like several ways out. And it's like the last time I played, afterwards I was like, wow, that was like pretty good and impressive of me. Wow, I can speak. Rogues are just sneaky, and I've never played a rogue that like actively steals stuff from like I'm not a thief rogue. I'm more like I sneak in to get information or like ahead of the enemies to see what's ahead. I'm never like a steely rogue, but I definitely could be if I really wanted to. I just haven't made a character that like thousands of people that can watch stats on my DVB. I think my next tattoo should be daggers. Ranger type. I do like rangers, because you can also sneak with them. I like. I think I just like rogues a little bit more, but I do like rangers, especially Beast Conclave. That was my first character ever, actually, is a ranger Beast Conclave. He he's my little baby. I care him. I'm gonna find art of him really quick. I'm sure I don't have anything super recent, but I could find something. Hope it's not showing my folders because some of my NSFW art is in there, but I doubt it is. Let's see. Where's the boy? Where's the boy? Gross. It's not super. It's not super new. It is. It's from this year, but doesn't show a lot of him either. But he's my first character, and I love him. His name's Icarus. That's why my name's Icacus, because the name Icarus was taken on all social media. So I'm like, okay, just do Icacus because funny, funny word. And I've only watched like one streamer who will read usernames of people he reads comments of that has said it right, and it's really funny because it's either like just straight up Icarus or like Ikakus, and I'm like Ikakus sounds like some sort of like ancient eldritch entity, which, to be fair, is true. I am that. I am definitely that. But I don't know. It's just funny. Just funny. Ooh, that looks phallic. This song that's playing now, when it first started out, it sounded like Animal Crossing to me a little bit, and then I was like, oh boy, I don't know how my villagers are doing because I haven't touched that in so long. I fell out of it really fast. And I mean, like, when I first played, I was like, this is it. I don't need to play another game ever. But for some reason, like, I was like, you know what? I don't have time or energy, so I just haven't really played it. See, I was gonna pick it up for the Halloween stuff just because I'm a little spooky boy. But I just for some reason I just didn't, and I'm sure I could, but I really want. So happy with my island villagers who just restarted and my friends just. Oh no, that's so sad. That reminds me of the kind of situation with my island. It wasn't technically my island because me and my roommate, we shared the Switch. We like bought it together at the time, and they bought the copy of Animal Crossing itself, and they played it first. Which at first I was like, I don't even want to play that. Like that's not for me. But I ended up really liking it. But so they started on the island, and we didn't know that if you played it on the same console, even with different like accounts, you can't make another island, which is really stupid. Um, so I had to play like on the same island. So I always had to be like, hey, is it okay if I do this here, or can I move this here, and blah blah blah. And um, I count as one of the villagers technically, so like a slot is taken up. And I kind of felt bad because like, what if they wanted so and so villager, and it's like, oh no, that spot's taken actually by Ikakus. So dumb. I didn't realize that until we did it. Ah, it was frustrating, but that's Nintendo for you. Oh, yeah. At this point, if someone were like, "Okay, I'm gonna play for you," I would absolutely be like, "Yeah, do whatever you want. I don't really care." Which sucks, but also happens with things. So not like I'm super heartbroken that I'm not super interested. I do like seeing everyone's island still, though. I'm like, oh, that's so cute, you know. But I think part of it too was it was a little bit overwhelming because my friends that would play, they work from home, which I'm so glad for them because Jesus. Um, and they wouldn't have to work like a ton of hours, so they'd have like a bunch of free time to play it. So they had so much stuff, and I was so overwhelmed because I'm like, God, I can't even begin to like compare my little rinky dink little stuff to your guys's. Like, oh, and then I was just too overwhelmed. So I think I got frustrated with that, but it was mostly a matter of I work too much to have time for that. I barely have enough time for Hades, and Hades is my whole life right now. God, I love Hades. I will say it until I die. And that is completely valid. I never actually finished my playthrough of Zelda, but I think I finished Night in the Woods when I did play it a couple years ago. I don't remember if I did or not. It's a very good game. I just kind of out of the memory of my brain. You quite literally, I feel so bad because you had like the worst timing for graduating with all this shit happening, you know? I think what sucks too is like there's literally nothing that could have been done about it either, and I mean, I don't mean that in like uh people did everything they could to prevent it from getting worse, because no, they didn't. um but I'm saying like in your case, unfortunately, makes me sad. I'm so sorry. Like how that wig. Girl, why you bald? I don't think I've ever drawn a character with a extravagant headpiece. I can't. Oh. Okay, so you haven't even technically had like graduation. See, I thought you had. Still though, sucks. Ah. I'm very excited to give this girl some hair. She looks like a freak right now. Oh. I can't type. I just typed goodbye. I'm very good at type. When it comes to typing on like a keyboard rather than just my phone, it's like, oh my god, what's happening? Like I just watch. I'll try to type something right now as fast as I can. Okay, well that turned out better than I thought it would. I also don't know if the audio is lagging. So if that just appears way before um this audio says it, it's fine. We don't need an explanation for shit. More beads. Heck, I forgot her fucking piercings. It's okay. Add them now. Sometimes I think about how unstoppable I would be if I did have elf ears, because I would have so many spots to get piercings. And that would be sick as fucking hell. I actually don't want a ton of piercings because there's not like there's not spots that I'm like I really want that other than my septum, which I already have. So it's like, okay, well, alright, last step here. Beyond the hair. Hell yes. I'm so proud and happy. We all making progress tonight. Just gotta fix a couple of things here and there. And then she will be finished inked. Which inking is the worst part for me. Well, that or the flat colors. I guess it depends. I don't really... I don't know really. I guess it depends drawing too. Drawing. I forgot to put the leaves in her hair. Oh my god. I'm such a fool. She has like leaves and twigs coming out of her hair and I love it. I'm gonna see if... Oops. I should... I want wide. Let's see if redraw this mouth because I'm not a huge fan of it. I used to hate drawing mouths, but I forced myself to like it. Oh. I think I like that a little bit more. Meow. Meow. Oh, I didn't like that. Cleavage. Alright. I think her inks are done. Yay! Ugh. God, that was 2 hours. It did not feel like that. Oh, don't say that to me, sir. Knock on wood, hope this bitch doesn't crash. I don't have the patience for crashing. Thank you. Okay, it didn't crash. We're good. Sometimes it'll do that when I save. It'll be like, no, you can't do that. Um, I am. I forgot to make like a. Forgot to make like a little break screen. All right, I am gonna take a little pee break. I'm gonna leave the music playing. And I'm probably gonna get a little bit of water because I'm a little thirsty hoe. But I will be back in maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. I'm back from P Hell. Alright. I'm tired. Guess I was pretty productive, so. Hello. Thank you. Um. I don't know how to spell. I think what I might do is pull up my old deviant art and see some old art maybe that I could redraw. Maybe not even DeviantArt, maybe like Tumblr. I think maybe I will do that. Let's see. If my computer load. Let's see, window capture. Yes. What? Yes. Okay. Oh boy. Why is it not showing up? Oh no. Hold up. I gotta figure out why it's not showing up here. Hello? Window capture? Okay. That. Huh, why is it not? Why is it not letting me? Is it because it's other tabs? Oh, that doesn't seem to be it. Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, why is it so wacky? Oh my goodness, why does it look like that? Sir, why are you not? picking up what I want. OBS, I will fight you. Technical difficulties, I apologize. It picked it up for a second. No, it won't. It's not correct. It is not. Maybe it has to be on this side of the screen? I don't know. Nope, that doesn't seem to be it. Maybe if I close that one. Window capture. Okay. Why is it not? We'll figure this out, kids. Video? Nope. Stream? No. Output? Nope. Huh. Trying to get this thing to record my browser, but it won't, which is really odd. I wonder what its issue is. That's not what I wanted. Huh, well, I guess it's not gonna work. That's okay. I am tired. So I might stop for now, because this was more of playing around with it, so Oh no. That's so sad that you deactivated it. I don't know if you're still here, Sydney, but good night. I don't think you are. Um, but oh no. A lot of my old art is on there, so I keep it just for that. I never really use it though. So. I think I will. Yeah, it's sleepy time, so I'm gonna head off. Thank you for watching. I had a good time when I was Chicken Crisp, so I don't know what that means. Alright.